Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar today on referrals counts reports and pulling your referral report from ServicePoint. This is Jessica Manantian
and Matt Hedrick
with the West Virginia Coalition to End Homelessness. And the reason we wanted to emphasize referrals again is because of the process with coordinated entry and all the referrals that are being made from coordinated entry to different housing providers. And we want to make sure that we're not missing any of those referrals and that everyone is aware of how to set up a counts report, to answer the referral within ServicePoint, and to pull your referral report from ServicePoint.
And that's really important when doing that because it helps the coordinated entry process work much better. If everybody knows when a referral is coming in, an outstanding referral, and also making sure that your referrals are getting answered within the system, so that coordinated entry can know that their efforts are being recorded.
Okay, so counts reports are a quick and easy way to determine what referrals are coming into your agency from coordinated entry. And this is on your ServicePoint dashboard on your homepage. And it's as soon as you log in, you can see the number displayed there on any referrals coming in. And again, we just want to make sure that these referrals coming from coordinated entry are not being missed. We understand there are calls with coordinated entry every other week, and I know correspondence between providers and coordinated entry staff throughout the weeks, but we also want to make sure we have this set up so that every time you log in, you can see that number, and it's just that immediate reminder that you might have some referrals outstanding.
And it's also important to keep in mind, again, that your agency's referrals are up to date and answered as they come in for the efficient use of HMIS and the coordinated entry system.
Okay, so again, when you log into HMIS, the counts report is going to be on the home page, and you can see here on the left-hand side of the screen circled in red. When you hit that little black arrow by customize homepage dashboard, you can hit add counts report if you don't already have this set up on your homepage. So once you click that little black arrow, it'll show you these three tiles, and you'll select add counts report. And then what you'll see on the right side are 4 different quadrants that you can then set up a report in. And so I believe on the next slide, I'll show you how we'll set that up.
And so if you're a new user, since the last time we've done this training, you may not see this picture on the right here, the counts reports picture. So that's why you open up the homepage dashboard and then open up add accounts report, and it'll add that quadrant.
Okay, so on this one, we can see that we have this outstanding incoming referrals report already set up. The slides just might be a little out of order, but that little edit pencil where it says counts report at the top, that edit pencil is where you will go in to set that up. And so that is coming up. We're going to show you how to do that. But here, this is what you'll see when you first log in. You'll be able to see right away, I have 4 outstanding incoming referrals that I need to address. Okay, so again, once you have your accounts report quadrants set up there, you click that edit pencil to then specify what reports you want in each quadrant. So there is room for 4 different reports, but today we're just going to cover specifically doing outstanding incoming referrals. So you'll select that edit pencil. And once you select that, you will see over here on the right-hand side where it says edit dashlet, you'll see at the top 4 tabs, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And so these are your 4 quadrants. And so we want to set up outstanding incoming referrals in our top left quadrant. And so at the top, we can see report name, and there's kind of like a blue outline surrounding that outstanding incoming referrals. When you select that drop down, it gives you many different reports to choose from. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it's like the last 2. There's one that says outstanding incoming referrals. And the reason we want to do outstanding is because, again, we want to show the ones that have not yet been answered.
And that drop down, you'll also see where it just says outstanding referrals, but you want to do outstanding incoming referrals or outstanding outgoing referrals, not the ones that say incoming referrals or outgoing referrals, because that is potentially will show you all the referrals you've ever made or ever received versus the ones that just need answered. So this is a much useful one in our opinion.
Okay, so once we select the report name, we're going to go down to where it says filters. And the first thing we're going to do is select that drop down where it says select dates. Initially, when you are setting this up, it's going to say today. And so you want to select that drop down menu to select all dates, because again, that will show all outstanding incoming referrals that have been made to you that haven't yet to be answered. If you just select today, it's only going to show you any referrals that were coming in today. So it's really important to select all dates. You also want to go down to provider type and make sure you select provider. Automatically, it will be selecting system-wide, which you don't want, because then you're going to get all referrals that are being made to all providers. So be sure that you select provider, which is the middle one. And once you select provider, it should populate in your provider, your level 3 that you're already you're in enter data as mode for within the system. But you can click that search button there to the right to search for a different project. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. If you select the level 2 provider, which is the agency level, so here we have the West Virginia Coalition to End Homelessness. If we select that level 2 provider and then select that box underneath that says including subordinates, this includes all projects for the coalition. So this would be a good one to select if you are a supervisor or the one overseeing all of the referrals coming in, because this way you're going to select your agency level and then all subordinates. But if you're just a case manager, you may want to just select your specific project. So for instance, in this one, we have the provider listed as WVCEH ESG Rapid Rehousing. So let's say you're a case manager just for ESG, and so you only want to see referrals coming for your project. In that instance, you would select your project level, which is the level 3, and you won't need to select the including subordinates box because you're only doing your project. Okay, and then once you have that set up and you go back out to your home page, you have your outstanding incoming referrals set up and you have a blue number there. So we have 4, and if you select that number 4, you will get a pop-up box showing all the client IDs, when the referral was made, and what the type of need is for this one. So for instance, we can see that there are 4 referrals for rapid rehousing. You can also download these results in Excel by clicking the Download Full Report button there at the bottom of your list. But this way you can click on that number 4, which then pulls up all referrals, and then you can select these numbers in blue, like the 89, the 90, 91, or 92, the client ID number, and that will take you directly into the client record. We just wanted to let everyone know that we are going to review all the individuals who are listed as the point of contact for each project, because that point of contact receives an email when referrals are made. And we also want to make sure that they have their accounts report set up correctly so that they're seeing all the projects that they're overseeing. So we are going to make sure we're going in and making sure that point of contact is correct and that your accounts report is set up correctly on your homepage. Okay, and then again, just to remind you, if you click on that client ID number, it'll take you into the client record, which you will then go under service transactions to answer the referral. And so we're going to go over that next.
But also, like Jessica said, we're going to be checking either our project manager folks or those folks that are set up as the contact for the project that receive the referral emails, just to make sure that their accounts report set up correctly and everything. But if you sit at that role as a project manager or you oversee multiple projects, it would be good for you to go in and make sure that your case managers have the correct reports set up as well. And if you have any questions about that, of course, you can always ask us. But just to make sure that if you have a case manager that works in a specific project or projects, that their accounts reports for outstanding incoming referrals are set up correctly as well.
Okay, so to answer the referral, again, once you click on that accounts report number, you have all the ID numbers listed. So you can click on a client ID, which then takes you into their client record. Again, in ClientPoint, you have those two main tabs at the top, client information, then service transactions. So you will want to select service transactions tab. And once you're in there, if you look here on the screen on the left in the middle, where it says select the view entire service history tile on the service transaction dashboard. So you'll select view entire service history. And then you will see a couple tabs there at the top, and you're going to want to select the middle one that says referrals. And once you click on referrals, a list of those clients' referrals will be displayed. You will then select the appropriate one for you and select that edit pencil to go in and answer that referral. Okay, so once you hit that edit pencil, you'll go into the referral data and you'll be able to scroll down and select the referral outcome. So initially you're going to see some information there, such as, the referred to provider, the referral dates. If there's a referral ranking, you'll be able to see any VI SPDAT score if that's been attached. And then you'll see referral outcome right above follow-up information. This is where you'll want to select whether it's accepted or not. And most of the referrals coming through from coordinated entry should be accepted based on the information provided in ServicePoint and phone calls and just correspondence. So you'll select your outcome first. You will then scroll down to the bottom and update the need status. So initially it should just say identified. And so as you're accepting this referral, you'll need to change the need status to closed and the outcome to fully met. And then you'll need to select save and exit at the bottom.
But if for some reason you have an older referral that's been made and that person's already gone somewhere else, or that referral is not going to be accepted or accepted on a wait list for whatever reason, then if you select declined or canceled, you'll get a pop-up underneath the referral outcome, and that will have you put in a reason why that referral was not accepted. So that way, coordinated entry staff can know, why this referral wasn't accepted for whatever reason.
A lot of times referrals are made and then housing providers are unable to locate them, or the client decides to decline for whatever reason. And so in that case, you definitely want to go in and cancel that referral and put why. Also not shown on the screen, you just want to make sure when you are answering a referral for a family, for a household, that you're selecting all household members.
Okay. So before we dive into the referral report, let me check the questions box here and see if we have any questions about the accounts report or the setup or anything like that. And I'm not seeing anything at the moment, but but we'll check again here in a bit. So the ServicePoint referral report. So the accounts report is a quick way to see your outstanding referrals that are there right now that are outstanding that need answered, and it's sort of a quick, easy way to do that. The referrals report kind of gives you a deeper dive into either all the referrals that are currently outstanding or all the referrals that have been made to your agency, or all the referrals that that might have been made but haven't been answered as of yet. So it's also a quick and easy way that lets you determine the referrals that are outgoing or incoming to your agency. But it kind of gives you, like I said, a deeper dive. So it examines the referrals that are both sent to your agency and its projects, as well as what referrals are being made by your agency and its individual projects. However, primarily, you'll want to look at referrals that are being made to your agency from the coordinated entry system. Based off whatever user access level you set up, there's a couple you can also use this report to answer multiple referrals at one time, but that's only for folks that sit at the agency admin level for their particular agency, or at a higher level than just the case manager level. The answer referrals on the case manager level, you still go through the process that Jessica just showed us. Now, again, keep in mind that it's very important to keep your referrals up to date and answered as they come in for the efficient use of HMIS and the efficient use of the coordinated entry system, so that we can make sure that all the folks that have been referrals been made have either been answered or they've gone on to that project, or that they've gone through the system and are getting housed. So again, to get to your referrals report, you just log into ServicePoint, and on the left-hand side of your screen where you have your home and ClientPoint and all your modules throughout the system, you'll see the reports tab. So what you'll do there is you'll select reports. And what comes up there when you select reports, you click on that, you get a screen that says the different reports that you have access to within the system. But what you're going to want to do is scroll to the middle of this page and find the provider reports screen, or like providers report section. And then you'll see some different tiles, but you'll want to select the referrals report tile. So of course what that'll do when you click on that tile is it'll open up your referrals report options. So based off criteria that you put in this, you can see information about the referrals that have been made to your agency or that your agency has made. So the first thing you'll want to do is select your HMIS project from the provider dropdown. So it should, based off of if you're in EDA mode or if you're just log in, it'll show you whatever mode or whatever provider you're currently under. So it should usually either default to your level 2 or your level 3 based off your EDA mode. But you'll want to, but if you want to see, you can either at that point you can either select under that provider your level 2 provider or your level 3 project. So you can either select either one of those, and that'll give you kind of different information about the referrals coming in. So if you select the level 2 and then you select this provider and its subordinates, the little radio button there, that will give you information about all the referrals that are coming in. For instance, in this example, if you are at Raleigh County Community Action and you want to know all the referrals that are coming into that agency, you can select Raleigh County Community Action, this provider and its subordinates, and then go from there. But if you want to know a specific agency, or I'm sorry, a specific project, then you would just select that specific project, like how Pine Haven is selected here below. And then you just click on this provider only. And that'll only give you information about referrals going to that one particular provider. So if you're a case manager just with one project, that's what you would select. Next, you'll want to select your referral type. So from the drop down there, you can either select incoming referrals to this provider or outgoing referrals from this provider. But for the purposes of coordinated entry and to make everything smooth, and you want to know the referrals that are coming in, you'll select incoming referrals to this provider. And below that, you'll see referral status. And there's a couple different referral statuses you can select. You can either select outstanding, so those are referrals that haven't been answered yet, or closed. And if you select closed, those are referrals, of course, that have been closed or been answered within ServicePoint, or all. And of course, that'll give you a list of all incoming referrals that are outstanding and those ones that are closed. If you're looking at closed referrals, you can also select the referral outcome. So if you just want to see all the referrals that you accepted over a certain time frame, then you can select all, and then from the referral outcome drop down, select accepted. Or if you want to see the ones that have been declined over a certain time period, then you would select declined. So after we select our referral outcome, or you can just leave that blank and it'll return all outcomes. Then you select your referral date range. So you just select a certain time frame you want to look at. So for this example here, we've selected 1/1/2017 through 2/8 of 2017. But you can do one. You can pull this every day. You can pull this once a week. You can pull this once a month, um, and you should pull it with regularity. So you can pull it just to look at specific dates. And then the final thing we can select is our sort order. We have the option of modifying the order of columns that you see in the referral report using this sort order option. So when you hit select under sort order, this manage sort order screen will come in. So what you can do is you can see your available columns on the left and then your selected columns on the right. So if you want to move an available column over to the selected columns, you just hit add. And if you want to move, if you have a selected column you want to remove from that list, you just hit remove. And that way if you just want specific information concerning your referrals that have been made, you can select that accordingly. And next you just hit build report. And this will give you your report results. They display below where you put in your criteria. So you can see information that concerns the referred client, including the date they referred, the type of referral, who made the referral, the agency that made the referral, the ranking, if it's a if the whoever made the referral had selected a ranking, if this is a high need client or a medium need client, etc. And you can also see the current outcome status. So here on the far right side, we see referral outcome and need notes. So we see the referral outcome as blank. So these are referrals that haven't been answered yet. They haven't been accepted or declined or canceled. They just haven't been answered as of yet. So looking at this, and I mean, just going off our example here, these are referrals from like 2017. So they definitely need answered because these are just kind of outstanding referrals that are floating out there that that we need to answer. So if you click on the blue name here when you're in that, that'll take you into the client's record, and of course if you select need type, that'll take you directly into the various referrals that have been made. So if we want to see this emergency shelter referral that was made for Danny Tanner, we can just we just click on emergency shelter, and that'll take us right into the referral to be answered. So if Danny Tanner did show up and we satisfied the referral, we can close it out and answer the referral as accepted, and that will remove him from the referrals list as an outstanding referral. Now you can also here, when you have your referrals list up, you can also click export report, and that'll export the report results into Microsoft Excel. So it's good to do that if you have a bunch of referrals you're trying to answer all at once, and that way, you won't go out of your report and have to pull your report again. Now there's an option if you are if your user access level is an agency admin or higher, where you can your report the results from your report displays with little check boxes next to each referral record. And what that does is allows you as an agency admin to answer multiple referrals, outstanding referrals the same way all at once. So if you do see this view when you do pull your referrals report, what you can do is select each referral record that you want to update. And then at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the update referral outcome button. And once you select that, then you select your outcome. Now keep in mind, for everyone that you selected, you'll apply the same outcome to all the ones that are selected. So if you have 3 that were accepted, you only want to select those 3. But if you have 2 that were declined, you would select those 2 and then select declined. So you would only update the referral outcome based off of one referral or one outcome at a time. And so that's pretty much the referrals report. It's a really handy way, and it does need to be checked with regularity. Whenever you get an email from coordinated entry or from the system, letting you know that you have a referrals report. Of course, that's what it's referring to. So you'll need to check the referrals report, and you can and also check your accounts reports. Just pretty much anytime you log into the system, make sure that's set up correctly. Check your accounts reports and answer those accordingly, and make sure that those are taken care of and answered accordingly, so that the system can run as efficiently as possible. So I'm going to check here and see if we have any more questions. I do have one here. Hold on. Okay, so someone has asked, so does each agency need to go back to past referrals and reject or accept them even if they weren't here at the time? Yes, that's true. Yes, you should go back, check your referrals report, and answer those accordingly. If the client did show up, then or went into your project, of course you would accept those, and the others you would cancel that are outstanding. So you want to make sure that those all do have an answer. And then there's another question of, will we be penalized for that or no, since it's not from a current grant year? Well, it's not a question of really being penalized one way or the other. It's more of a question of making sure that you have all those cleaned up and those are all answered. In terms of with your your cooperation with the coordinated entry system. So it's so if they're not from the current grant year, you still need to go clean them up, accept them, decline them, and then when we ever we look at monitoring and things like that, we always check to see how you guys are doing with answering your referrals. Okay. And I'm not seeing any more questions. But if any more questions do spring up, if you have any more questions, you can always contact us at the help desk, HMIS help at WVCEH.org, either about the referrals report, counts reports, anything of that nature, or anything regarding HMIS, of course. And we'll be, like Jessica said, we'll be going in and shadowing all our agency project contacts, and project managers, just to make sure that their accounts reports are set up correctly. And if you have any questions about doing the same, if you are a project manager, you can always contact us, and we'll be happy to help you out. So that's all I have. Jessica, did you have anything else you needed to add? Or
Nope. Okay. I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today. Like I said, this session has been recorded, and we will upload it to our YouTube channel. It's at just the YouTube channel, and you can check out, just search WVCEH, and it should come up. So thanks a lot, and have a great day.